Hello everybody, my name is Michael, and welcome back to Dark Souls 1. We're still in Anor, Londo, and now we're going to try to get our Firekeeper back. Black Eye Orb. Mystical orb found on a keeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a Firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the Firekeeper. The Black Eye keeps constant watch on the city of the gods, Anor, Londo. So that's telling you that's where we need to go if we want to use this Black Eye Orb. It doesn't tell you exactly where to use it. You have to figure that out on your own. Just keep it in your inventory, and eventually it will become usable. And the only room it becomes usable in is where Lautrec is waiting for us in there. And when we use this, we can do an invasion into his world, murder him, get the soul of the Firekeeper back, and then return it and have the Firekeeper back in Firelink Shrine. So, there are some enemies in this room, but I'm just going to go in here and use it as soon as it becomes available. Which I think... Do I have to go down these stairs a bit? You feel the Black Eye Orb quivering. Yeah, there are some sentinels in this room, so just be aware. And they can sorta... They can't go all the way up the stairs, but they get close enough to annoy you. Let's go take out, however, an annoying... Oh, there we go. We can use it here. Okay. And no matter where in the room you use this, you always get sent down there to those stairs at the foot of the boss room to Ornstein at Smo. And we'll be fighting Lautrec with two of his companions, a spellcaster with a... who obviously uses Soul Arrow, and a man with a spear and a shield, I believe. And remember, Lautrec has a shotl, which can attack through shields, and I believe he has a parrying dagger, which is a really good parrying weapon, so just be aware of that. We are now a blue phantom, which we will turn into if we were a Blade of the Dark Moon. I don't know exactly the lore around these eyes, these Black Eye Orbs, but apparently they spawn or are created maybe by the power of the gods or the power of the Firekeeper herself, if any of them are ever killed, and then people will be sent out to try to find you in order to get the soul back, so the fire will continue to be lit, I guess? I don't know. I brought in a bunch of humanity with me because, as you will notice, if you invade someone as either a blue or red phantom, you will not be able to use your Estus Flask. If you go in there to cooperate with someone, you can use all the Estus you want, but if you go in there as an invader, they hamstring you by making sure you can't heal. And that is the way that they should do it, to make things a little bit easier. However, you can heal with humanity, which I may be doing, although humanity is obviously very valuable. So whether it's really useful, I don't know. If you die as a blue invader, you lose nothing. You do not lose your status as human, you don't lose your souls, you don't lose your humanity, you don't lose anything. So you don't really have any penalty for doing that. This is fairly tricky, this fight, and I plan on leading these guys up here, where I will hopefully be able to take them out, either one or two at a time instead of all three at the same time. And I will start by nailing the most annoying of these guys, the mage, oopsie-daisy, hopefully in the head, if I can get lucky. And I don't think I got him in the face, but I'm going to lead them up here. Lautrec has some dialogue here, but it's just sort of taunting you. And if you get in trouble, which I might, you can just sort of run around this whole place constantly, hitting them with arrows or occasionally taking a pot shot at them, and that'll make things a lot easier. You only need to kill Lautrec, by the way. Oh, this nerd has his rolls. This, this scholarly fellow is pretty good with these damn rolls, isn't he? Oh shit. Fuck. Fuck me. I hate those... that fucking dialogue can kind of screw you up, because you have to, like, exit out of it in order to be able to use your other stuff, and even one little point can really hurt you here. And hopefully I'm going to be able to get a place to heal. in just a moment. If I can go around the other way. I can hear the Benny Hill music playing. The Yakety Sack music playing while I do this. Just running around. Spamming that pyromancy. And there he is. Can't parry that, can you, boy? Whoa! Oops. This shield looks like it's pretty terrible for, I plan on farming some humanity later, so I don't mind using it here. Just 2 more hits of Great Combustion. We'll take him down, let's hope. Fuck. Damn that magic user. I'm gonna have to check the magic resistance on this thing. It's probably pretty low. Maybe only in the 40s or so. Lautrec seems to be a bit faster than the others. So, that's actually might be unfortunate for him. Because it means we'll end up alone. Come on. Come on, honey. Fucking hell. Ugh. Oh shit, I was just about to say I hope these guys can't turn around, can't fall down here. But it looks like they can. Okay, we killed one of them. I think those guys do respawn if you kill them but don't kill Lautrec, I think. So there you go. There's my embarrassing, failure-filled attempt to kill Knight Lautrec. And now we have the Firekeeper soul, which is absolutely fantastic. We also have 5 humanity, so you know, it made sense, honestly, to use that 4 humanity to do it, because we got just as much back. And we also got a very interesting ring called the Ring of Favor and Protection. I just quickly want to point out to people that this is a very common invasion area in the game, so I'm just throwing that out there, you know, in case something happens while I'm talking here. Let's take a look at the rings. The Ring of Favor and Protection is one of the best rings in the game. Perhaps, to me, second only to Havel's ring, but a lot of people think this is the very best ring in the game. Ring of Favor and Protection, a ring symbolizing the favor and protection of the goddess Fina, known in legend to possess fateful beauty. This ring boosts its wearer's HP, stamina, and max equipment load, but breaks if ever removed. So it's pretty straightforward there. It gives you a very significant increase to your HP, your stamina, and your equipment load, but you only have that one opportunity to put it on. You can never switch it out again, or it will break, and you have to be very careful about whether you're going to switch it out after you put it on. I really only use that item, some people swear by it, but I really only use that item if I am going to be playing with a soul level 1 character, a character that is only at the very first level of the game, and who needs every little extra bit that they can. Now let's head down this way, where we will be able to chat with a new friend of ours and find a new blacksmith. He is the Giant Blacksmith. Take a look there. Wow. He looks really cool. I love the way this guy looks. And he looks just like one of the giants back in Sen's Fortress, but this guy is good. He's not meant to guard anything. He's just meant to, you know, to make weapons and reinforce things. And this is the place where you can finally get the lightning reinforcement on your weapon. So any plus 10 weapon, you can now make a lightning version of it if you have a Titanite chunk. Although we haven't gotten to the area yet where we can farm Titanite chunks. Let us just chat with this guy, because he's really cool.
Who are you? Forge your weapons? 'Tis no good, but forge, very good. I help anytime. Talk. Cometh soon.
You're going to get to love that cometh soon. I really love this guy. And if you take a look back here, something I did not notice for a long time, there's a chest behind this guy, secreted away. And we are going to just roll through here and open the chest. It can be sometimes a little bit tricky to get out, but just roll a couple of times, and usually they'll let you do it. The item that we got is the Hawk Ring. And where are you? There's a reason why this Hawk Ring is here, and we'll discuss that when we go into the DLC. One of the special rings granted to the 4 knights of Gwyn, the Hawk Ring belonged to Hawkeye Goch, who led the Great Archers. Boost bow range so that arrows fly like they were shot by Goth's great bow, which took down high-flying dragons. And it does just what it says. It makes the your bow's range get extended. I typically don't use it because I don't think it's that valuable. There's only one point in the entire game where I can ever think that it is very useful, in the Duke's Archives. Oh, you can't really see it from here. But a place that we have to go after defeating Ornstein and Smough. And if you take a look out there, there's another one of those filthy, dirty gargoyles. There are 4 of them, I believe, in this area. Let's take them out. Oh, 2 hits, good. And there's one over here. That running attack on this scythe is so fast, it's amazing. And I think we can do the same arrow knockoff trick here that we can do in the other place, I believe. Yes, we can. Now let us just run down here and take care of this guy. You definitely want to come down here because you can get over here a Titanite chunk, which are very valuable, and since they're just handing you this one, you might as well come and get it, right? And more importantly, what we can do now is open this tiny door here. Bam! There we go. 2 archers of Anor Londo are our bitches now. Who gives a shit about them? It doesn't matter at all. This guy also, I should mention, is the place where you can create boss soul weapons. See, Great Sword of Artorias, Abyss, Great Sword, Great Lord, Great Sword, Chaos Blade, which you can create from with the soul of Quelaag. So, yeah, this is where you want to come to do that. And let's just see what stuff he sells. Large Titanite shards, very useful. Slightly cheaper than the Crestfallen Merchant. Green Titanite, Titanite shards. Most importantly, Twinkling Titanite. Twinkling Titanite upgrades certain special items, like the Black Knight weaponry and other things, that normally you wouldn't be able to upgrade. You can't get those to plus 15, just up to plus 5 with Twinkling Titanite. Originally, in the game, you could not buy Twinkling Titanite, which is bullshit. You should be able to buy as much of it as you want. And it's not cheap at 8,000 souls a piece. So, you know, it's not like, I wanna get stuff, I wanna work for it, I just want it available. And thankfully you can purchase it now, which is very nice. They also sell the Sentinel stuff, the giant stuff out there. Large halberd made of old brass used by the giant sentinels of Anor Londo. Brass contains traces of lightning, but as the halberd is designed for the giant sentinels, its weight is unbearable. 36 strength to one hand. Wow. Wow. And the giant shield's a tower shield. Pretty standard. 36 strength to use a tower shield is pretty amazing. Used by the giant sentinels of Anor Londo, Marcasite, or white iron, is effective against non-physical damage. But as the shield is designed for the giant sentinels, its weight is unbearable. I assume that Marcasite is just invented. I'm not sure about that, though. And it has very good resistances. 75 fire, 75 lightning. You can also get arrows here. Also, the Dragon Slayer arrows. That's the arrows that you can use for the great bows. And we're going to be getting a great bow in just a minute. Let's see here. This is the giant armor that the Sentinels are wearing. This is actually some pretty cool armor. I don't usually use it. I used it on my first playthrough. It's also used for a special type of build called the Giant Dad build. So, yeah, it's right here for you. I can do all the regular merchant stuff here. And there is another. We'll get the bow first. Sorry about that. Let's continue on here. Now we can actually get one of those great bows, and let's go grab it. However, it's a skosh dangerous because we kind of have to jump down on a place away from those near those sentinel guys. Let's just pop down here, and there we go. No! No! Dag blast it. Arrgh. Alright, I'll do that one more time and be a little more cautious with this. What Titanite chunks do we have? 5. Okay. Now I think I'm probably going to end this episode by going back to Firelink Shrine and restoring the Firekeeper's soul there and hearing what she has to say in just a minute. This area, by the way, I'll point out, straight across there, whoops-a-daisy, straight across there, that white light, that is the Ornstein and Smo boss fight. And you can just barely make out in the distance there, that golden mark. That is Solaire's summon sign there. So, that's cool. Oi, why can I not use my homeward bones? Why can I not use them? Is someone trying to frickin' invade me? Weapon ahead. I'm disturbed about that. Oh no! Damn it! Oh, god damn it. Getting thrown off here with these frickin'... I'm getting scared here about this. Why can't I... Not being able to use your homeward bones, by the way, is a sign that you're being invaded, because you can't work back to a bonfire. I kind of want to wait around a little bit now and see if I'm going to be invaded. Oh well, no, I guess it failed. The invasion failed. I'm going to try this one more time, then just say screw it and go back here. Because I don't even like this weapon anyway. It's really more of a useful PvP weapon, not a PvE weapon. There you go, jumping gets it. And the great bow. I doubt we can... Yeah, we can't even use it. And to use it, you have to kind of anchor the weapon to the ground and fire it. It's... What was that? Oh, fucking hell. I'm hearing things. There you go. God damn it. Where are you? Oh, well, I'm stuck in here. I think. Am I stuck in here? Shit. Oh, no, I'm not. There you go. Alright. That was not the gesture I meant to use. Fuck. Alrighty then, so that was a little bit of entertainment. Fuck it, I'll indict him. Yeah, why not? Send the Blade of the Darkmoon after. I'm in the Darkmoon Covenant, I might as well invade him, right? Okay, so I'm going to recover my stuff, and then I'm going to pop back down. I'm going to cut to Firelink Shrine, where we can continue on from there. Ew, whoops. I was kind of thrown off by the invader there. I forgot to show you the way to open the big door, if indeed that is what you want to do. I mean, you don't need to. You can just open that little door, and that's what I use most of the time. But if you want to open the big door, you have to do this. That invader kind of discombobulated me there for a second. You can kill those sentinels if you want. You can kill them from range without them even being able to do anything about it. But usually some evil person has placed a message right next to this. You just come to the left side here and open this, and now the doors will open and be open forever. So, yeah, you don't really need to do that. It's much more practical to open the one on the left. I mean, why would you deliberately fight these guys, but, you know, if you didn't need to, but whatever, you know. Okay, once again, promise this time, I'll see you in Firelink Shrine.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gates. the old fortress. Was that your doing? Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude. There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst. There you are. I'll be heading. No worries.
Thank you. I am Anastasia of Astora. Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. But I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend. Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration. Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak. Forgive me, I wish not to speak.
So I forgot that Siegmeyer is going to turn up here after we help him out up in Anor Londo. And he gives us a miracle called Emit Force. And it says, where are you? Outland miracle foreign to the way of light. Emit shockwave. Considered an alternate branching of force, emits an expanding shockwave orb. The regular force spell that we can get before this is not really all that useful because I don't think it damages enemies. However, the Emit Force miracle is very good because it's one of the few miracles that damages people, especially one that requires lower faith than Lightning Spear. So this is actually really, really cool that we can get this. I just sort of forgot about it because I don't usually play as a faith character. And we have returned Anastasia of Astora's body here, and apparently her tongue and presumably any mutilation she suffered when being put in there was restored. She was, for some reason or another, turned back to restored to full health. I don't know why that is exactly, but that seems to be what happened. And she seems to think that she is impure. I initially thought, well, I guess she's going to be happy that we saved her, right? Well, no, she seems to have bought into the idea that she is impure or blasphemous, which maybe she is. Maybe she was not unfairly attacked for that. Let's take a look at her armor here and see if it shines any light on this. It probably doesn't, but might as well take a look. Here it is. Worn by the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, it is thought to have once been the white robe of a maiden, but smoke and ashes from bonfires have darkened it over the years. So, hold on. It is thought to have once been the white skirt of a maiden, but its true origin is lost in patches of blood. Perhaps its former wearer was maimed to prevent escape, and that's where we learn that apparently her legs had been hacked at or smashed, or maybe she was hobbled like the ancient Romans used to do. Let's take a look up here. Now, so something really horrible has happened to Anastasia of Astora, it seems, but she feels guilty for whatever she might have done, and we don't know what happened. Maybe she did do something horrible. I will point out here that it seems that this area was originally bricked over, but there must have been an interior portion of it at some point, and it was sort of cracked open so you could see the Firekeeper, so maybe she's supposed to be locked inside here. And we only see a fraction of the number of Firekeepers next to the number of bonfires that we see, so perhaps those firekeepers are supposed to be hidden away somehow, and we can never actually access them, because that's just a neat little thing that I noticed here. This is not a natural access point to this little cage here. It seems to have been broken open, and yet they put bars in it to prevent her from getting out. She doesn't really seem like she would try to get out, though. I mean, she seems pretty, I don't want to say content, but she doesn't really, she seems sort of unhappy with herself. And now, I forgot to show this again, but this is Big Hat Logan.
Hello there. I was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries. I'm afraid that you are unable to learn sorcery. The basic framework, you see, it cannot be taught. Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery. You will find your own way. Don't frown with regret. Peer forward with your head high. Hello there. Glad to see you alive. Hello?
Oh, hello again. I was waiting to tell you. Master Logan has returned, and he tells me that he has you to thank. Well, we are both in your debt now. Thank you, sincerely. He's just over there. Go along and have a chat. Oh, hello. I appreciate your attention, but you really should speak to Master Logan. That will certainly do you more good. Have you spoken to Master Logan? He is an accomplished scholar. The arts of sorcery would never have come this far without his contributions. And he has the nerve to go risking life and limb. What a stubborn old fellow. Have you spoken to Master Logan? And he has the nerve to go risking life and limb.
So it seems, unfortunately, that even though we were able to save him, we are too stupid to learn sorcery. In order to be able to talk to him, we need to have an intelligence of 15. We only have an intelligence of 12. And I thought about getting my intelligence up to 12, but I decided not to bother. There's not really much of a reason for that. You know, you can't throw around soul levels like they were candy, like you can in Dark Souls 2. And I'm kind of trying to save up maybe to use the Murakumo two-handed later on, so I want to put some points into strength. But, yeah, you have to have 15 intelligence to access Logan there. Unlike Griggs, who was happy to talk to us with just 12. It really is remarkable how different the characterization of the sorcerers were in Dark Souls 1 from Demon Souls, because in Demon Souls, the apprentice was an obnoxious prat, and the master was not a jerk, but he was much more reserved and did not really sort of frowned upon frivolity. He was not a friendly, nice guy who would waste time with trivialities like, "Oh, it's nice to see you alive." Don't.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. Why? What spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it. I see. I suppose I was mistaken. In any case, I definitely trust you. Apologies, my friend. Forget that I said anything.
Now, you have to make sure to hit no there when he asks you about the pyromancy, because what happens is if you go and talk to Quelana in Blighttown and maybe buy Great Combustion like we did, then if you come back and talk to Laurentius, he will ask you about the magnificent pyromancy you've got, and if you hit yes and tell him about it, he will run straight down to Lost Isle, to Blighttown right away, go hollow, that is, go insane, and come and attack you when you go down there. So if you don't want to lose him as a character, you can't tell him about it. That really is the end of his character's plotline, by the way, going down to Blighttown and dying. But I don't want to lose him, so I'm not going to bother, because it's so convenient to be able to upgrade my pyromancy up here. So, yeah, make sure to say no there. There's not really a purpose. I mean, you probably want to lose him. I'm just going to see if this guy has anything new to say. This liar. This cheat. Nope, nothing new. So, I think that is just about the point where I am going to end this episode. I kind of want to talk to the crestfallen warrior. You know what? I'm going to talk to him here just to continue his quest line.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it. Maybe.
Now, tragically, this means that the crestfallen warrior here will pass on. He will go insane, wander downstairs to the New Londo ruins, and we will be able to, and he will attack us and we'll have to kill him. So that's the end of his character. Usually I try not to aggro him because I don't like this place looking all lonely at the end of the game, but to be honest, that's kind of what it should look like. The characters like Laurentius and the sorcery dudes and the crestfallen warrior all sort of wander off and die, and that's been a pretty strong and just criticism of DS1 versus 2. In DS1, all of the characters existed in their own world. It's very tempting as a creator to make characters exclusively thinking about their relationship to the main character and not remember that in order to make something authentic, they have to have their own worlds outside of the story you're trying to tell, and their own lives and thoughts and feelings. And if you write them that way, they're going to be doing their own things, and not just existing to interact with, the other people in your story. And in DS2, they just kind of came to Majula and hung around, and that's about it. They did very little else after that. But in this one, it leaves a lonely, forlorn, empty Firelink Shrine for us to see towards the end of the game. But anyway, I'm not sure where I'm going to go next. I have a few ideas. I don't know if I'm going to continue with Owen Smo, or maybe go to the Painted World of Ariamis. I'm not sure. But until then, I will make a proper bow. Good night.
Oh ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss? Fantastic! Thank you. A saint you are. This Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation. Well, our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn. The poison swamp. It's like quicksand in there. The poison
Farm as per usual, and this guy showed up because I forgot that with the last dialogue he gave us in Firelink Shrine, when he said he's going down below, there's no real way to your first time through to tell where he's going. He'd be going to the lower Undead Burg, to the Depths, to Blighttown, any part of Blighttown, but where he's going is down here to the poison swamp of Blighttown. And he, being not a very careful person, has not brought poison curing moss, the purple moss clumps that we have here. And you should bring 3 of them down here with you when you're coming down, because you can give them to him. And this will allow us to continue his quest line. The reward for continuing his quest line, by the way, eventually, is to get a Titanite slab, one of the ultra-rare final upgrade items that will allow you, after you use chunks, to go from plus 11 to plus 14. The slab will allow you to get to plus 15. Although, to be honest, it doesn't matter a whole bunch getting from 14 to 15, and there's so few of them that it's almost impossible without a lot of farming to get enough to upgrade your shield and your weapon and all of your armor pieces. I think there are only 3, is it, that you can just pick up during the game? I know you get one from completing his quest line, one from defeating the demon in the Undead Asylum, and if there's another one, I can't think of it at the moment, but you can farm them later on. And as a reward, you get the Pierce Shield, his shield here. I love that he uses a Zweihander, by the way. Of course he would use a sword with a German name. And over here, he's using a Pierce Shield, presumably from his homeland. And what it does is it's one of the rare shields that allows an attack with the parry animation. There is no parry with this, there's only an attack. And it's not terribly useful, if I remember right. So, yeah, it's not that important. So anyway, I will end the episode, I promise. It's like the 5th time I said this, but now I'm going to end the episode. You know, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Judge Fatty over there. I shouldn't say that, I'm a fatty too. Bye-bye.